Welcome to the Lunenburg High Tea. It's a fundraiser to provide programs for the senior center here.
Good morning, my name is Helen West, and I am Sarah Grant's cousin, and we're here at the tea party, hopefully representing her, and this is our good friend Sarah Gamble, who's a part of the family. Sarah?
Hi, good morning. Helen and I packaged some of Sarah's tea cups that she left, and we wanted to share them with her friends and to make a contribution to the Eagle House Tea Party. So we want to really represent Sarah as best we can. We have a little Volkswagen because you always knew where Sarah Grant was because you could spot her Volkswagen a mile away. And we brought
Apron.
Sarah's apron that she wore in the picture at the tea. We also have some books over on the coffee table that sort of give a history of some of Sarah's events from actually the early 80s when she was a volunteer and very instrumental in the Stowe Garden Club and the Stowe Senior Center. And she moved from Stowe here to Lunenburg, and she brought her heart and soul with her. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you very much.
My name is Betty T. Giacomo, and I have been volunteering at this event since Sarah started it. They help with everything, but I'm not handy like the people in the garden club. So this is all on them. I'm just a willing helper from New York State and living here now and loving every
I
minute.
signed you up to be a server.
Thank you.
That's what Andrea said.
I want to tell you that this tea came from Ireland. Helen Baltham brings back tea, especially from Ireland, every year for us. Yes, it's pretty special. So I hope you're enjoying this wonderful food. I don't want to try to thank people individually, but they're all around you. They are so special. But this tea, thank you. I hope you've had a chance to go to the Mercantile and shop and look at those wonderful raffle baskets that are available. Buy raffle tickets, please, during the intermission. None of this would have been possible without our wonderful Sarah Grant. She was incomparable, but this year, I hope I say this right, Kat Novoselsky. I practiced that so many times. Novoselsky, Novoselsky, Novoselsky. Yeah. Stepped up and she's done an absolutely fantastic job. So please have her. She's here and she wants to say a few words about Sarah.
Afternoon. We are afternoon, right? Is that better? Again, welcome to the 7th annual meeting have been 8, but we had to miss a year. So I'd like to take a minute to speak about Sarah. Some of you that attended the Laurelwood Garden Club may recognize some of these words, but I wanted to make this one special for this particular tea. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. The Lunenburg Senior Center Eagle House was dear to Sarah's heart. As such, she came up with a way to contribute to it. She decided to put on a tea to raise funds. The first year, she did all the tablescapes herself. And I'm sure her family knows what happened to all those dishes. Many people who were witness to that first tea have told me first how marvelous it was, and second how she worked to the extreme. And as we know, she worked to the extreme for every tea that followed, heart and soul, always with new and creative ways to make them different. We were always amazed at what she would come up with for her tables. And here we are 7 teas later. I've been fortunate to have been involved with the last 4, learning from the master. It's still difficult for me to believe that she's not here. But I know her spirit is here. She's fussing over the ticket sales, the food, the raffle, always wanting to do her best for the guests and the center. She always made her goal, exceeding it every year. She set standards that we all will continue to keep. WWSD. What would Sarah do? It's our motto to abide by. We lost a very special lady in January. I, as many of you present, will be forever grateful for having had her in our lives. Happily, some of her family is here with us today. I'd like to introduce them. Her daughter, Andrea. Her daughter, Michelle, couldn't be here. Her cousin/sister, Helen West, who is very, very dear to us too. And her son-in-law, Chad, is serving somewhere. He's the only guy here, so you can't. There he is. Sarah wants us to remember her for how much she cared for us. Her funny stories, especially the car ones, and how she could laugh at herself, and she wants us to carry on her legacy. She poured her heart into every teacup and every event she was involved in. So please, everyone, raise your teacup to Sarah. To Sarah. Thank you all. Andrea would like to say something.
Well, thank you, everybody, for all of these efforts and all of the love that went into every little detail that she would have insisted on, and she would notice every little detail. So I'm Andrea, I'm Sarah's daughter. The rest of my family couldn't be here today, so I got to go as the spokesperson. But a little story I wanted to share was that this is something that my mom always did. She always fundraised, she always donated. It didn't matter how much our family had or didn't have that particular year, but she always felt we had something to give. When I was 13, 14, a freshman in high school, the high school I went to had a telethon that they did for a weekend. They had a little student-run radio station and cable TV station, and she wanted to donate something to this. So what she decided, not let's donate something. She was my mom. She decided we would go and be at the high school for the weekend and sew quilts and donate what we made. So they would come in with the camera and film us sewing and doing the thing. And I think many other people would have been like, quilting, high school kids? But the kids got right into it. Like my peers, we all got right into it and sewed. And she would donate and raffle those off on the little public access TV channel. So she always did that. And Catherine, you're right. The ticket sales, that would have been her priority. So thank you all so much for honoring her like this. It means so much to see everybody and know how important this was to her. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. We all loved her very much, and thank you all for being here. Please go and participate in the mercantile, which I know Sarah is incredibly proud of. Enjoy yourself, and Kat has a schedule for you.
I just wanted to remind you about some of the ideas that are in Mercantile. You could be thinking about hostess gifts, secret Santas, thinking of you, thank you, birthday, Christmas, raffle. Anyway, enjoy your 30-minute intermission. Walk around, do what you want to do, and we'll be back here in about 30 minutes.
There will be time for sweets. So enjoy.
I'm Debbie Lincoln, and this is my table, and the theme is the Mikado because my china has the Mikado on it. The china is actually called Mikado, and it has the Japanese emperor, which is called the Mikado, and a Gilbert and Sullivan operetta was named the Mikado, and here's the emperor, and here are the two chief characters of the Mikado operetta, Nanki Poo and Yum Yum. And in their gift bags, it has the whole story of the Mikado. And the theme is all Japanese. There are Japanese lanterns. And the flowers, national flowers of Japan, are the cherry blossoms and the chrysanthemums. So that's the theme of the table. And this china, I inherited an estate. And in the estate was this wonderful china entitled the Mikado. So I decided to do this theme of the Mikado and teach everybody who wasn't familiar with the operetta about the Mikado. So they have a little synopsis of the Mikado in their gift bag along with some chopsticks and some Japanese fans, and thought it would make it fun and festive to learn about Japan today. So hopefully everybody will have a good time.
Great time at the tea party. Thank you, Helen. Great tea, great food, great company, and thank you, Helen. And we'll be back again if we can.
This is only my second year coming to this event, but I think it's so great that they're honoring Sarah, who always did such a great job. It's lovely the way they set out the food and the waitresses. You can't even get up from your table. They don't let you. So, and I'm hoping they will continue. Thank you.
time today at the High Tea. Met new friends, very friendly. The food was excellent, and everyone was very supportive in a fundraiser.
This was my first time, and it was awesome. And I had a lady sitting at my table that knew my dad and my mom back when. And it was just very, very nice. Can't wait for next year.